This is Sherry from Twisted Granny Tarot. How are y'all tonight? We're doing the November 4 horoscope. No, we're not doing. We're doing a November tarot reading using a horoscope as a guideline. And that just means I put down 12 cards in each one of these houses and we talk about every aspect of your life. We're going to get a lot of information out of here. It's highly effective. And in case I have a new deck and I don't quite recognize things, that's what I use this for. I probably won't be using it right now. And my friend Link, he publishes a calendar, and it's called A Year and a Day. And he researches ancient pantheons and writes down what people used to do on these days 1,000 years ago or 500 years ago. Okay, on the 25th of November, there was an event called the Blessing of the Windmills, with handfuls of flour thrown into the wind to appease the mischievous windmill spirits. So this is Holland. It goes without saying, doesn't it, right? So in Holland, the blessing of the windmills. People go out to the windmills when they're twirling and they throw flour to appease the mischief windmill spirits. So in case the windmill wants to break down, we're going to give them some flour to ask them not to do that. And then also on the 25th is the Feast of Prosperina. I should put Prosperina. It sounds like prosperous to me, so it might be somebody who's got a lot of money. Okay. And I think we can go ahead and go. Okay, they've been shuffled, they've been prayed over, they've been cut. And so right now we are going to start with the first house in the astrology horoscope. It says here self-appearance, but this is a reading, a tarot reading. So we're going to, what happens in the first house is we find out what's on your mind. So here we are. Oh, look, you are in a, well, on the inspiring mood. Okay, the fire is the source of inspiration and passion. And now we got somebody else. We got the Knight of Swords who's blowing on the fire. Okay, so Miss Libra got a project. And it's coming to you fast. Okay, this project needs to be wrapped up pretty fast. And what happened in the meantime is maybe all these items are on the ground here. They're 5 cups. 3 of them are spilled over. 2 of them are full. The person who's been affected by this spillage here feels really bad about it, and she is concentrating on the spilled wine. You know what happens when people do that? They get more spilled wine. They get more things that happen to them that are disappointing. So what she can do is turn right around and be grateful for the 2 glasses of wine she still has. So if y'all are working on a project, and if you think some of the main pieces are missing, and you mourn their loss, you know what? Turn around and work with what you have, and it'll surprise you. It'll surprise you. Because in your mind, you're like, oh, this would be so much easier if I had those other 3 things. You can do it. It'll turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. Okay, second house is your own money. And what do we got here? The Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups is more about love than money. So let's see what happens here. Oh, you spend your money on your family. Sad, ain't it? Okay, this is mom and dad and the kids, and we got a happy rainbow around them. It's a 10 of Cups. It's one of the best cards in the deck. And it says, well, it's got to do with emotional, family, financial, and just general success and happiness. You know, you don't have to be a billionaire to be happy. You don't even have to be a millionaire. People can be happy on a whole lot less because they learned how to be happy. Okay? Third house is what? Okay, kind Libras out there, you are widely known for your diplomatic nature and your ability to say kind words when the occasion arises, so that no feathers get ruffled, and you soothe people's feelings. That's your nature. Now, we got this fella. So what are you embarking upon that you're going to have to talk to people about brand new subjects? That's what this tells me. Because I know, try not to be offended by the title of this card. It is what it was named back in the 1400s. And it only stands for a person who has very little experience, somebody who's starting on a brand new journey, somebody who's got no foresight really about what could happen to him or her. So did you get a new job? Are you trying out a new personality disorder? I mean, a personality change. So think about that. I'm curious. Okay. Fourth house is your home. No, it's a big burden. It's getting to be too much. It might be too much to clean and cook and all that you're responsible for. And you know what? If prices are going up, but your paycheck doesn't go up, then it gets harder and harder to maintain that house. Oh, geez. Here we go. Fifth house is work. Wait, that's not true. It's romance and creativity and children and speculation, as in gambling. This doesn't look good, does it? I am really sorry, but there's going to be an upset, a kerfuffle, at the very least, a kerfuffle in your fifth house of romance and children. Now, could be that you missed the bus. Could be that the kid missed the bus. Could be only you will know, because this has to do with children and romance and speculation and creativity. So there'll be a kerfuffle, and something in those categories is going to be delayed or adjusted or denied, something like that. Okay, sixth house is work and health. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is another major arcana. Now we have 3 cards of the major arcana here. It's starting to get important. And this chariot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, work and health. Well, kind folks, this person is you. This person drives the chariot, but in reality, she is holding a harp. Does that mean she's got her hands on the reins? No, she has her hands on the harp. And if she doesn't pay attention, one of these horses is going to take off and go in a direction she does not want to go in. One way or the other. No reins on the horses, so they might make up their own mind. So if this has to do with work and health, it could be that sometimes people work so diligently and they take it so seriously, it makes them sick. Hence the relationship between work and health. And it's happened to more than one person. So are you thinking of, there's another option here, maybe thinking of taking a different job. Now it's October. I don't know. Well, today it's October, but in November, might be applying for jobs that don't start until the spring. I'm going to leave that there for a minute. I'm going to come back to it. Okay? The next card is your seventh house. Seventh house is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. So, Miss Libra, you feel like you're in prison. So something has occurred that has left you feeling restricted in your ability, in your freedom ability. So you're being restricted. Eighth house is money from other people. That means income tax checks, inheritance checks, insurance checks, lawsuit checks, those kinds of things. This person has been in a battle. Here's his sword. And look, he's laughing at the people who are walking away from him because they lost the battle to this man and his cohorts. And he has gone back to pick up the weapons of the enemy and take them back to his camp so they can be used against the people he stole them from. That's of the spoils of war, I guess. And so something's going on with the way you get your money. And you know what? This makes me think you're being paid by a loophole somewhere, because of a loophole somewhere, because this is money from other people. And so this money from other people is coming to you by way of X, which isn't the normal path. Let's just say that. It's just not the normal path. So it might be like you're a member of a team and the whole team got paid. Your responsibilities aren't really very much in that team, but you get paid anyway. I mean, it could be something as simple as innocent as that. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. 8th house. 9th house is woohoo, philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel. Well, this card is the Empress here. These are some things, those items that I mentioned are things that are dear to your heart. And many times people are not able to capitalize on those. Oh, for goodness sake. Because they're busy raising families, buying houses, doing the work. But this leads me to believe that at some point in your life, you're going to be able to indulge yourself in long distance travel and study more spiritual aspects of humanity or aspects of the astral plane. Okay. Okay. That's 9. 10th house is your career. Okay. Well, you're flourishing in your career. You do your job and you get paid well. But I don't think you like it very much. Okay. 11th house is long-term plans. So guess what? You definitely do have a plan. You definitely do have a long-term plan. And I hope you're able to complete it exactly the way you see it, because I want you to have a fun and easy life, really. So ponder that, because that's the 11th house, long-term plans and friends you know from previous employers. Okay. All righty then. Is this 10? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is your 12th house. This is what I was afraid of. So sometimes when you go to sleep at night, you think of things you wish you had done or you wish you had not done. And these is you walking away from those thoughts, because if you stay in this circle of self-talk that's really not good, it promotes bad things. It promotes them because you think about them all the time. You think about them when you go to sleep, so you can't go to sleep. Then when you wake up in the morning, there's some residual thought processes that are still in there. Maybe they could affect your dreams, these thought processes of being unhappy. So now let me see what we got here. Okay. The page is always a messenger. Oh, okay, so this is a good thing. If you need a boost, now if you need a boost, there's one coming. Because here's your daily life. I'm really kind of bored and I'm sick and tired of this. Look at the expression on this face. Like, gosh, again? But he's got a bonus coming out of the clear blue sky, or a benefit or an advantage that he's not readily aware of at the moment, but it's going to come through. Now, when? We're not in charge of timing. Somebody up there is in charge of timing. So keep thinking about unexpected income and good surprises. Something good. All right. Now, so what we got stuck on though here was 1, 2, 3, 4. Romance and creativity. Going to have a kerfuffle there. Unexpected event. 6th house is work and health. So if one of these is work and one of these is health, probably one of them is making you sick. The work one is making you sick. And better pay attention to how you're reacting to that illness. Maybe you just, in general, don't feel good. Maybe it's because you worry all the time and you put too many hours in at work. And when you're not working, you're still worrying. Sometimes you have to let go. Now letting go does not mean something bad is going to happen. One thing that could happen is you could let go and you could let God take care of it, because that can happen. And it's a lot easier on a human being's life if a person is able to turn loose of the control and let the universe handle it for you. If there's really nothing you can do about a situation, then you have to. One of the things you can do is to let it go and let it evolve or devolve. So look out for changes in that category. And remember, it has to do with work and health. So if you're not feeling good, go to a doctor, take your vitamins, go start an exercise program, whatever you think you need to do along those lines. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Now okay, you either feel chained to your boss or you feel chained to your marriage, and that's not making you feel good right now. These are people that are looking for a way out. Now, the devil, I know it says the devil here, but the devil is really what you most love and what you most hate, because those are the things that bedevil you. Now, I don't know about you, but some people are bedeviled by food. If I see food, I eat it. The other thing is, some people view this as a card that has to do with other types of addictions. Well, it can. It also can be emotional situations that you feel like you cannot leave. You're chained up to it because it's an emotional situation you cannot leave. You cannot leave your baby. You can't take your baby. So and it goes on and on. So that's not forever. It's not forever. So just keep working your way out. Okay? It's possible. Okay. Now, what we have, so those are the ticklish ones that we need to look at. So if you are happy, I am happy. And I hope you get everything you want. Because actually, you know what? This is a card that's not so hot. And this is a card that causes people to worry. So if we have two situations, one of them is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it got to do with romance, creativity, and children? And the other one has to do with work and health. Those are major categories in a person's life. So pull in your resources and concentrate on keeping yourself healthy and your mind on your business and your mind off the stress. Just do what you're supposed to do. Don't think about that. Okay? All right. I hope that was helpful. You got a big, kind of a ticklish month ahead of you, so good luck, and I hope you win at whatever you try to do. All right. Love you. Mean it. Bye.